I think giving and volunteering, both things, are very powerful ways to motivate staff. I think staff feeling, sort of the obvious things that folks do in businesses, and particularly in restaurants, is, we got to pay them more, or maybe we'll get benefits, and that's important. But it generally doesn't motivate people. What motivates people is things with meaning, meaningful work, feeling empowered at work, and then meaning beyond yourself. And when it comes to giving and volunteering, that can really inspire people, and giving them that opportunity at work, where people don't, it's hard to organize that in your life outside of work if you're working a lot and you have family. So creating that opportunity at work, it's a proven model. Yeah, so I would recommend it to any business as a additional part of your business model because it's effective.
At Bob's, we have 5 bottom lines, and a couple of them are predictable: happy guests, excellent financials. But there's the other 3: well cared for property, happy employees, and the 5th one is community connection. And all 5 of those bottom lines carry equal weight. So with community connections, being a business, we have to think about what are ways in which we can involve ourselves in the community. And we do many things. We participate in lots of events and do donations and raffles and whatnot. But probably one of the biggest ways that we have impacted the community is through our In Lieu of Tips program. And the way that In Lieu of Tips works is we have tip cups that are at the registers, and we make it plain to guests that in lieu of tips, they can make a donation. And those donations are gathered, and all in, we raise probably about $70,000 to $90,000 a year.
A lot of the staff are very on board with the In Lieu of Tips program. Michael believes in paying his staff well enough so that the tips aren't necessary, and the guests are happy to donate to these local groups and be part of that and know that they're really supporting their community as well. The Fuel and More program is great. It's because it helps so many local people in so many different aspects, and that became a part of the In Lieu of Tips program.
It's such a wonderfully simple program, Fuel and More, to be able to just really impact somebody's life so directly. If you think about what folks need, heat, nourishment, food, this is one of those basic staples. And how do you go about your life without having that? So absolutely, we're in the business of feeding people and nourishing them and giving them delightful experiences. And we also have the ability to impact those who have to stretch to make it. It's a wonderful to be able to tap into organizations like Fuel and More that impact folks so directly. On top of that, it gives me great pride to have to lead an organization and work with a staff that is filled with pride because they know. I remember a story the other day of a new kid, 14-year-old kid, working with us. He's all over the dining room, and customers just want to give him a $5 tip, and he says, we don't take tips, but I'll make that donation for you. What is this guy going to grow up to be? It's special in that way too.
We decided to help Fuel and More because it really fit perfectly into our. We have standards, what we're looking for. So local, hunger and poverty are at the very top. We do other things. We like to diversify. We do arts, and we do some international causes and things like that. But the primary grant recipients are local, hunger and poverty, and Fuel and More is, an easy pick. And it's really well run, and it's locally run, and we know the people who are involved, so it was easy.
It is easy. Contact a Fuel and More volunteer and ask how your business can help keep Kittery families warm this winter. Fuel and More.